Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum and think about alts as a whole, where there might be some kind of clue or evidence that actually that is potentially the low. I know we say that probably once every few days, but we'll say it again. It could be the low, could be the low. I put in another amount yesterday, so another dollar cost average amount, spreading it across altcoins, and there was a couple of reasons for that. So yesterday we saw the 21 exponential moving average on the weekly for Bitcoin get sort of like just completely demolished, really. And so the next level is going to be these 200 simple and exponentials on the daily, sitting around 58,000, we'll call it. And we front run that ever so slightly, 58,400, $400, $500. I know it's a lot, but really it's just a fraction of a percent, really. So it could have front run that target. We could easily come down to it. Now, there is no bullish divergence on this daily. There's no bullish divergence on this 4 hourly, although the next move down would likely cause that. There has been some divergence that we were talking about briefly yesterday on the 1 hourly, and that has led to this springboard up now. So not an enormous amount. It wasn't heavily pronounced, but it exists. But, you know, Bitcoin being Bitcoin, doing its thing is one thing, but Ethereum is the only one so far that shows some sort of evidence that maybe it can bounce from here. So over the last week, or maybe even 2 weeks, we've established that Ethereum's chart is better than Bitcoin's for a lot of reasons. There was less resistance above us. There was lots more support below us. Because we had this one big rally up here, basically, we've moved ourselves into a relatively, I wouldn't say safer area, but if you wanted to get a breakout back up to 4,000, it would have been a lot easier for Ethereum to make the breakout, which also works quite well on the way down. So nice, clean, beautiful kiss on the 20 weekly last week, and this week, so well, I'll say this week, just yesterday really, the 21 exponential has had a kiss on the cheek as well. So respect to the moving averages on this higher term time frame. So let's move it down a little notch on the daily. So on the daily, no short signal, no nothing like that. Continuation of the consolidation after this big move has happened. That's fine. Big breakouts can take place above 3,550, and that would be a breakout that could probably take us up to the previous local high, candle body high, so just short of 4,000. Bullish divergence on the money flow index here, none on the RSI, but definitely on the money flow index, and so that's a good look for it on the daily. On the 4 hourly, nothing of anything at all. In fact, it's just a death cross, and the death cross gives us an area on the 200 exponential of 3,534, so more or less the same sort of breakout criteria as the dailies got. So maybe there's evidence to say that there might be some kind of altcoin bounce, not reversal, but bounce given to us by Ethereum at this point now. So we might be looking at least a temporary low for a short-term rally for altcoins. What do we need to look at to help us understand that? So it would be the dominance chart. So what's the dominance chart got going for us at the moment? Anything special? Well, at the moment, it's pulled back down into a weekly support, that 20 weekly. So again, the evidence would say a bounce from here is most likely. Consolidating with momentum, but still a bounce is most likely. And again, similar to Bitcoin, you know, we could move down a little lower, 53.8%. Again, momentum still going down lower on this one, so we could see that. The dominance chart is not really telling us anything at all, to be honest with you. So we'll take ourselves to the total 2. Total 2 yesterday hit that major support. So this is a big deal for us. This might be why we'd be looking to see some kind of altcoin bounce. Not just because of Ethereum hitting that weekly support, but the total 2 hitting the daily support. You know, normally when you get these golden cross retests like this, and I say normally, not every time, but normally you would expect a V-shaped recovery. And that could take us just up to this level over here. We're not looking for anything like massive, but look, educated guess would tell me that this is a massive area to buy altcoins at. It's not the area, but it is an area. And look, I keep talking about it. I made this video a couple of weeks ago just to show my expectations. And I need to keep telling everybody because I know that not everybody tunes in all the time. And you may have missed the video or just, you know, whatever. But we are looking at this period in the market. This is the previous bear market. This is this bear market. This is the previous bull market. This is this bull market. And the ups and downs are kind of similar enough to think about this in the form of time and where we're going to go in the form of time. And as I've been saying, dollar cost averaging into this little area here as we consolidate between now and the end of summer, as I've been saying since December, this is the right thing to do. All that money that we made, October, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, we were making loads of money and we were storing that cash away for this exact moment, really. Well, not this exact moment, but this little period in the summer where things keep going down. And look, we've come down to that major support on the daily of the total 2. And I'm not suggesting that this is the absolute low, but it is just another place to start spreading that tether, those pounds, those euros, those dollars, whatever it is that you've got, spreading them in to build a portfolio that you want to hold for the next 12 to 16, 18 months. Plenty of hidden bullish divergence as well on the way down. So look, evidence would tell me that a bounce from here is very realistic. Maybe it's only a bounce to short areas up here, maybe a few percent. Maybe it takes us up to the top of the accumulation range before another move back down. Or maybe it moves us into the breakout. But either way, this is a sideways and down period of the market, which is why I keep saying dollar cost average into it. Not all in at one place. Incremental buys. I've been saying it for ages. This is the time to do it. And when better to do it, but when Ethereum hits a major support, when the total 2 hits a major support, that's a good place to do it. It's not the place of all places. It's not the 100% guaranteed crystal ball, not a penny lower ever again in your entire lifetime type place, but it's a very significant place, and one that I took the opportunity on as well. So I'm going to leave it with you there. There really isn't much more to say. Ethereum at support, major support. Total 2 at support, major support. Bitcoin below support, kind of a bit sort of risky, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. But it is at major, it potentially can close above major support, and by that all I'm talking about is Bitcoin needs to close its weekly above this 21 exponential, which is your grey little area here. The current price of that is around 61,400, and if it does that, and again it's the weekly, that means we've got to wait another 6 days really for that to close. Anything can happen between now and then. We can go down and up, we can go up, we can go down, we can go everywhere. But I'm talking about altcoins because that is my fixation at the moment. Buying into altcoins now when they're low and nobody wants them is normally the best idea. Because what will happen is 6 months from now, if it all goes well and if the plan continues how I expect it to, altcoins will be back up again and they'll be rallying loads again. And then people will be buying them high again. And that is always the problem, isn't it, really? Oh, crypto's a scam. Why? Because you bought something that went up 500% in a week. It's not a scam. I think the problem is not the crypto. I think it might be you. I think you might be the problem. Oh, but no. Markets are counterintuitive. They call it smart money versus dumb money, which is, I don't really like that. But all it is if you want to make money out of the market, you do need to buy lower. If you want to buy higher, all you're doing is basically adding more risk and less reward. Now, I don't know that the market will definitely follow what I think it's going to do. There's no guarantee to say that. But if the model fits, which it does, I will continue to expect it to follow through the way it has done previously. Which means that no one's going to want altcoins. I've seen comments on my YouTube recently saying, but no one's buying these things now. I mean, how do you expect it to ever go up? I says, well, the beauty of this period in the market right now is that nobody is buying it. That is the beauty of it. The time you sell it is when everybody's buying it. You sell it to somebody who's prepared to pay way more than they're worth later on down the line. That's the point here. So you buy when nobody wants them, and you sell when everybody wants them. That's the counterintuitive nature of not just this market, but all markets. All markets are like that, even down to a housing market. I bought a house, it's time to sell it at the peak of a bubble. Do you want this house? Yeah, I'll have this house. All right, that's fine. Have it. And then that's it. They're stuck with it. And I win. So look, it's no different to anything else. It's just more volatile. Okay, so this is something that everyone has to get used to. If you're new to crypto, you just got to get used to the volatility. I'm not talking futures, derivatives, leverage. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about positioning yourself into altcoins that you think have got, that they're going to be worth more later on down the line. Position yourself in them, build your portfolio, sit back, relax, enjoy the summer, enjoy Christmas, and then see what happens towards the around this time next year, really, where I imagine Noobmaster will have awoken and stirred from his basement, borrowed money off his auntie, and bought Shiba Inu or Pepe and all these other things at ridiculously high prices. Oh, thanks, Gran. Thanks, Granny. It's time for me to finally, make some of that crypto gains again. I've noticed that things have been going up 1,000% every other half hour. No. You must buy low, and where better to buy than a support, which is where we hit yesterday. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.